Hello everyone, we are here with Jesse Knapp, with Nickole and Ryan, and we're going to be posing the questions which you have previously asked on the forums about patch 11.0 and a few things which are going to be coming up after that. We are here with Christian, or better known as Leland Gaunt from the German community, and myself, Juan, from, well, the English community. So let's move on to the first question. Speaking about clans and clan features in general, what can we expect with the third part of the clan features, and when can we expect them?
So we've actually asked the team that was working on clans to focus on some improvements to matchmaking right now. We feel like, from what we're hearing from you guys, that is definitely the higher priority. So we're working on some improvements to the match creation process that should have more balanced teams and a better sense of competition. Once we do that, we'll go back to clans and we'll be looking at ways of allowing clans to really compete against each other.
Go ahead, Christian.
Yes. The users are asking, do you plan any option in the near future to run internal training matches? Currently, the only workaround is to set up a second team and play against the second team. You can't play within your team.
So, like I just said, the current focus is on the core match creation experience. Once we've done that, we'll come back and we'll be able to look at clans and competition again, and allowing teams, clans, to set up training matches within the clan is definitely something we've been talking about here.
All right, moving forward to, it seems at the moment it's a bit difficult to actually find a clan match. Are we supposed to be expecting a search for clan option in the future?
So the difficulty of finding a clan match is something that we're very much aware of. It's one of the biggest blockers right now to fostering clan matches. So when we come back and look at clans and fostering competition between them, we'll be looking at ways of making it easier to find that match.
Do we have any plans to set up new ranks within the clan structure, or possibility to set up a custom clan rank, or to rename it, for example?
Certainly when we come back to look at clans, one of the things we have been speaking about for a while now is the rank system and its current limitations. Whether that's adding a fourth rank or custom ranks, and exactly when it will come, I'm not sure right now. But it is something we're very much aware of.
Okay, moving on to just the open beta in general. There are quite a few players in general just asking, is this going to be a monthly, or is there going to be a monthly fee after it goes into, it gets out of open beta?
No, Ghost Recon Online is and always will be free to play.
Okay, I think that's a good message for the community. Closed beta testers got rewarded for the participation. Do you plan something similar after the open beta?
It's certainly not outside the realms of possibility, but right now the team is really focused on the things that we feel we still need to address within the beta period. Things like matchmaking. Once we're a bit happier with where the game is, we'll have the energy and the time to focus on other areas, such as whether we should have special rewards for open beta participants.
Okay. The other thing is we are seeing a few limitations whereas it comes to our lists. I'm just going to combine two questions into one, but it seems that we have a limitation of only 200 friends for our list, as well as a limitation of only 50 players available for each clan. Is there any thoughts of expanding this in the near future?
So neither of those are our top priorities at the moment, but ways to expand those certainly aren't outside the realm of possibility in the future.
Okay, let's talk about maps and game modes. Is Project Topos the new way of all upcoming maps, or could there be a surprise that you release a new map which you didn't introduce in Project Topos before?
Well, as far as we are concerned, we like to stick to Project Topos for our new maps, so stay tuned regarding new maps, new modes, anything new. Just stay tuned to Project Topos.
We really feel that by taking the maps and getting your feedback on them before we release them, we can provide you with more consistent, higher quality experiences. So we hope to maximize that.
All right. Another map-related question is, basically there's quite a few players asking for the option to be able to choose the map within the queue. So they realize that there might be negative impacts, but what is your vision on this? Are we going to have the ability to select maps in the future?
So if you're in a clan and you play a clan match, you can choose the map you play on today. I'm pretty sure you already knew that, though. For matchmaking, it's really important that we maintain a good density of players in order for us to find the best match available for you. With that in mind, it's not realistic for us to let you choose the map for the core matchmaking. However, we are evaluating ways of giving players more input into the matchmaking experience, and ways of influencing where they play are definitely not outside the realm of possibility.
Do you have any plans to add voting options? So, I don't know, if the majority of the players dislike the maps they're currently playing, that the maps might be changed based on a vote?
That is entirely possible. Yes, possible. It's something we've talked about a lot here. The ability to not play the maps you really don't want to play we feel would add a lot. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
All right. Can we expect any more symmetrical maps such as Tomsk or Urban Warfare like Sheratonova in the future?
For the level designers, we like a mix between symmetrical and asymmetrical maps. For symmetrical maps, it provides balance for clan matches. For asymmetrical, it's more fun, more varied in our strategies used. So we like to keep a balance of both. As for urban maps, well, in our current project Topos, we have city, bazaar, museum. All three are considered urban maps. But upcoming, we might be experimenting more with outdoor terrain, maybe.
Okay. Are you working on new game modes, or do you stick to the three existing ones? For example, some users ask for a co-op mode.
Well, new game modes, who wouldn't want, right? But at the moment, we'll be sticking to these three game modes at the moment. We are trying to find the perfect formula for these three. Even now, we are still working on Project Topos to fine-tune the timings, the capture time, capture logic for holdout, trying to get the perfect formula before we experiment with the fourth game mode.
All right. How long does it usually take to perfect a level and get it out there?
Just in terms of level design, concept-wise, it takes about, say, 1 week to 2 weeks. But it depends on the size of the map as well. For holdout, it takes, like I said, 1 week. For 5-point just concept, it takes maybe 3 to 4 weeks. But that's just on design itself. After that, we do a daily iteration. We play test it thoroughly every day, and it takes about, say, 3 months before we finally lock down a 5-point capture map. But that being said, we hope to see from more feedbacks from Project Topos, to get more feedbacks from how you players play it, and from there we hope to iterate faster.
Are you considering custom map creation by users and community maps?
Well, if we do custom maps, you probably take a lot of technical resource to support it. Like what Jesse said, we have bigger fish to fry at the moment, like lags, AMM and stuff. So right now the technical support will be focused on addressing those problems rather than create the tools for the users to create new maps. So right now we are still sticking to Project Topos as a platform between our two-way communications between players and the devs.
Okay. Basically, could you stretch? Is there any possibility to actually stretch the capture time for holdout modes?
Right now, the capture time ranges between 10 to 30 seconds. Like I said, we are still experimenting with holdout mode. We are trying maybe extending slightly longer, extending the capture time as well, including the overtime. Just stay tuned to Project Topos and you'll see upcoming changes.
Like Ryan said, we're trying out some changes to the modes in Project Topos, so we'll definitely make sure that that's featured in the patch notes when it comes out. And I encourage all of you to play the new variants of the game modes in Project Topos and give us feedback. The more feedback we get, the more confident we are in the feedback we hear. So please play Project Topos, talk to us. We want to hear from you. This is a place where you can be part of development with us in fine-tuning and improving the game.
Do we have any plans to implement a deconstruction system or feature in the near or far future, or maybe just breakable glass?
Well, in terms of gel, we don't believe like destructible carvers is a core to our gameplay. Say if you destroy carvers, you just potentially can make the whole map unbalanced, like say a whole stretch of 20 meters without carver. You can potentially destroy the whole gel gameplay, so nope.
Very well then. So now we switch subjects onto the levers. Apparently there are many players who are discontent with the fact that, I don't know, their team is unbalanced or that they do not like the map or anything, so they actually leave the match. Of course, everyone else feels a bit angry, to use a certain term, and they would like these players to be penalized. Some ideas have been such as not allowing them to rejoin a match for anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. What is your opinion on this?
So it's certainly frustrating to be on a team and have other people leave your team. Very frustrating. It's also very frustrating, though, to be penalized or not be allowed to play a game when you're in a bad match or you have to leave for another reason. Because of that, we'd really like to avoid penalizing players. As I said earlier, we have a team focused on improving the match experience. So we're looking at ways of creating more balanced teams, but also of having players invest more in their team before they enter the match. And we're really hoping that we can address the majority of this issue through more positive measures, like better team creation, better balance between teams. Once we've made those changes, we'll reevaluate the situation before any more extreme measures are put in place.
Okay. A lot of players quit the third round in the holdout mode if they lost the first 2 rounds. Did you expect this when you planned the game mode?
Well, we are currently aware of this problem right now. When we designed holdout as a 3-round match, it's more like so that we don't want to force players to cut the match in like 10 minutes or something. We want to maintain the match time between about 15 to 20 minutes. So we chose 3, and internally during playtest, we find that during the 3rd round, even though they lost the first 2, it provides a good incentive for them to push and try not to lose the 3rd round to give an all-out win to the opponent. So internally it worked well for us, but we are aware of the problems. That being said, are we going to continue or what?
I wouldn't advise it. It's going to take a lot of time, I think.
Do you think?
We start now, go.
One more, and then if it really sounds, we'll just have to.
Okay. So that being said, we are still experimenting on projectile post on the new timings. So check out projectile post on the new capture time, the new overtime extension and stuff. So probably cutting down the 2.
All right. Switching on right now to gameplay. Seems during the rounds you have approximately 20 seconds until the next round starts. Why is the inventory screen, basically the I key, not available during this time?
This is something that bothers us as well. It's an unfortunate consequence. Sorry, I thought there was a carpenter here. Why is the inventory screen not available between rounds? It's a bug. It's something that we hope to address soon.
All right. Jesse, Nickole, Ryan, thank you very much. Leland-Christian, thank you as well. Thank you all members of the community who proposed your questions on the forums. And well, I hope that we will see you next time for the next Dev Chat. And there are many good things to come.
Thanks for playing. See you online.